Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Taproom. We're here at another new and exciting location to kick off another round of great podcasts and great YouTube streams here in 2021, where every month we're trying to take you somewhere new, inside a brewery, inside a taproom, inside a distillery. We're now inside an eatery.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Why don't you just jump right in?
I'm Josh from Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg. We're located about 20-30-minute drive from Ligonier, 5 minutes from Latrobe. We're in the West Point Plaza in Hempfield, and we're a cool little place, craft beer bar, some killer food, and we are 100% local. We only serve local craft beers from the Greensburg, Laurel Highlands, and the Pittsburgh market. So it's a pretty cool thing we have going on here.
We love it. Welcome. We were able to add you guys to the port tour.
Yes. Thank you again for that. That was awesome. And it's great to bring the people in, see new faces for the first time, and they try out the stuff that they're familiar with from the Laurel Highlands, Greensburg area. And we also carry some stuff from the Pittsburgh market. We're kind of introducing the clientele into that as well. And it's nice. We have a full kitchen, full menu. So if you're out on the port tour and you need a good stop for lunch or dinner, this is definitely the place.
We love it. And we're so excited to have a restaurant, an eatery on this stop because, again, you're out all day. You're tasting a lot of great brew, a lot of great wine through the area. So it's like now we have a stop, like this is like the official dinner stop, lunch stop.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we've been seeing. It's pretty cool. We get groups, 5 to 10 people. And now, this a year ago, we wouldn't have been able to accommodate, but during the shutdown, we renovated and expanded into the unit next door to us. So we doubled in size, which is going to be great for when life is normal, whenever that is. But for now, it gives us the space to space people out, and it upped our occupancy as well, which really came into hand, especially when we were 25% and 50%. So thank you, Jessica.
Look at that. That's service right there. For those listening, we just had a wonderful looking chicken sandwich delivered right to the table.
Yeah, so that's our Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Us here at Marino's, everything is handmade. There's no shortcuts. The appetizers are all hand breaded, fresh, made to order. That's our Nashville. So
take a good look at that.
We hand bread the chicken and like a spicy breading, deep fry it, and we have this Nashville sauce we drizzle over it with some house-made slaw. And it's awesome.
It's amazing.
A little spicy, but it goes great with beer.
I can vouch for it. And getting that good Nashville chicken taste is really tough around this area. I feel like a lot of people try it or it's kind of like this is like an authentic flavor to me. You guys have nailed this sandwich.
Yeah, and our fries too. A lot of people love our fries. They're like a half kind of corkscrew. They're a little bit unique. But this sandwich, I've had them down in Nashville, and they were really hot. We dialed it down a little bit here, so it is spicy, but you're not gonna drip sweat and it won't ruin your day, I promise.
Yeah, no, I think it's an exciting note. If you hear the background noise and everything, we're in the middle of a restaurant here. So, you're going to see people going in and out behind us or getting drinks and all of that. Because, we wanted to come in the middle of the day and show you what it's like to be here.
Absolutely. And this week is, they do it twice a year. It's Greensburg Restaurant Week. And so that runs till the 31st here. And on top of it, today we're renovating our floors in our new unit. So, those will be done by the time this podcast airs, and you guys will be able to check it out. But where we're sitting right now was just our original dining room. We had 51 chairs in it, and when life is normal, this is going to have more of a bar feel with all high tops. And over there, we'll have booths and tables, have more of a quiet, more dining room feel. But we'll still have TVs for games and whatnot.
Oh, awesome! So this will be back to a normal hangout. Soon enough.
Yes. Soon enough, but we weathered the storm, and we're getting through it, and at the same time we're also growing, and we're seeing new faces daily and weekly, and we're growing our staff. We brought on more people during the pandemic, which I know we're very fortunate to.
Right.
And we've kept every one of our employees on the whole time, which is great. So
I love it.
I'm doing something right out here.
Exactly. We can't talk enough about it. I mean, anytime you go by this place, especially on a weekend, it's packed to the most it can be packed. The takeout is flying out. The beer is flying out the door.
Yeah. So if you haven't been in here yet, we rotate our tap list. We go through anywhere from 10 to 12 cakes a week, and every time something new comes on, and it's always from one of the local breweries that I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Just to give you an example, our tap list right now, we have Arsenal, Brew Gentleman, General Braddock. That's our house IPA. So every time you come in, that's something you could familiarize yourself with. That will always be on the menu. Got 3 beers from 4 Points Brewing. They're in Charleroi. They make some really good stuff. They're well known for their IPAs and sours. We have a beer from Fury. Those guys are awesome. They're on the Pour Tour as well. Justin and his wife were actually just in for dinner last night. They're great people down at Fury. If you haven't been there, check them out. About 20 minutes right down 30 from us. But yeah, we have their West Coast IPA. It's really good. What else? White Horse, All Saints, Four Seasons. We all rotate through. I have a Union Brothers on right now. They're out in Harmony. They actually opened about a month before the pandemic.
Wow.
So kind of the same thing with Unity Brewing. They were kind of, caught off guard by that. But,
Right.
They're, weathering the storm and getting through it.
We had Illusion open during the pandemic and everything too. So.
Yeah, I think he was allowed people in his restaurant for 1 month, and
yes,
and that was it.
Unreal.
So, man, oh man.
But yeah, I mean, you're mentioning so many great places that are stops on the Pour Tour. Brew Gentleman. I'm having a Sobel's right now.
Yeah. The Midnight Stout, you'll get like a nice kind of chocolate finish and aroma. But that's a big boy. It's 9%.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, nice lunch beer.
Right. Yeah. This is about normally how I do. I'm usually drinking a stout when I record this at 1 p.m. and then regretting it later.
Yeah.
What can you do? No, this is all excellent stuff. And like you said, you can stop here and have something from like 20%, 20 locations on the Pour Tour at any time. It's unbelievable.
We have 16 beers on tap, and they're all local, and they're always rotating. But yeah, man, we've been getting a good bit of traffic from the Pour Tour, and we've been seeing those faces, since we've only been open 2 years now. So, the word's not totally out yet, but like I said, we're growing as much as we can grow, during this, and sticking to our concept. The big brewery reps, they don't even come in anymore because they know the answer's no. I'm not getting Coors Light on tap or Bud Light on tap. We only support local, and right now they really appreciate it too because they have beer that needs moved, and we're moving a lot of beer for them. So
that's perfect.
It really. We help each other out. That's a big time for sure.
Yeah, and that's what we love, the partnership on the Pour Tour with everyone. We see it on so many stops where people are able to trade resources back and forth or collaborate on a beer together or do anything like that. So
absolutely.
We really love to see that.
Yeah. The other day we're all in it together, us being an all local craft beer bar. My business can only grow so much unless their businesses grow as well. We're kind of all in it together. Us, All Saints, Four Seasons. The more people that get into craft beer and the Pour Tour, the better for all of us in this region, really.
Right.
And you guys have been doing a wonderful job, getting the name out there and bringing business in, even through this pandemic. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate
That's what it's all about,
Exactly. I know. Our last podcast we did in December when we talked to Be Kind, it was all about working together and getting through this, as a unit. I really think. You guys being a restaurant that also features so many of our local beers, it really brings that concept into fruition. So,
absolutely. And we love it here. I love local beer. My staff is really educated too. And let's say if you're not even in the craft beer, don't be intimidated. Coming in here ordering a beer. If you let's say ask for something like a Coors Light, our staff is trained. Right now. We have a local light lager from 4 Points Brewing, and it's the same alcohol percentage. We'll give them a sample, and 9 times out of 10, that's the beer that they go with. So we have literally one every style, and we're not turning anybody away, but we're definitely pushing the local craft beer movement here. That's for sure.
That's perfect.
Yep.
So now we know a little bit more about Marino's, about your 16 taps, about how it's all local, fresh menu, everything made here. Why don't you go? Let's start with you. So what? Were you a Coors Light only guy? What was your craft beer journey?
Man. I wouldn't say that. Well, obviously through college, don't have the money to afford, nice expensive craft beers. But I just turned 30 last week, and when I was 21, the craft beer scene from then to now it's ridiculous how much it's grown and how many local places have popped up. But I think the first craft beer I ever had was the 21st Amendment Black IPA, and it was just like threw me for a loop. It was really dark. I got like notes of chocolate, but the hops came through on the back end,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a little gateway. And remember, I went to IUP, so I
Right.
come home to Greensburg, and on my way back up to school, I'd stop at All Saints with my growlers,
Yes,
and
yes.
I get as much as I could afford, money in my pocket, and but no, I've always had a love for the local craft beer, and from then to now, even when we opened 2 years ago, we've gotten two new breweries within, let's say, a 10-mile radius of our restaurant.
Right.
And we're going to continue to see that with Unity Brewing opening up and Invisible Man in downtown Greensburg. Both those owners are awesome guys. Check them out. Must stops. Just
Absolutely.
really, really, really good people.
Well, you go to the casino now, and there's Invisible Man
Yeah,
on tap. Like,
it's awesome. It's
if
awesome.
you would have told me 5 years ago,
Yeah.
A, we'd have a casino, and B,
Yeah.
that our local stuff would be on tap in
Yep.
there, like, I would, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So, like,
just
kudos to them for recognizing how awesome our craft beer is, and for
Yeah.
Invisible Man for making,
absolutely.
a product that people are just going to come in every day
Yeah,
and drink.
yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, absolutely, and it's really grown, and as it's grown, just acknowledge a beer. I love beer. I get to the point, I could smell it and basically tell you what hops are in it,
Mhm.
and it's great. And the clientele that we get in here could do the same thing, and it's just awesome to see that people care about it. And our local craft beer scene, the beers coming out of Pittsburgh and locally, could really go head to head in the country and with any brewery in the country. That's why we stick to all locals, because there's so much good beer in this Pittsburgh area and here that we don't need to get beer from anywhere else. It's pretty cool.
It's absolutely.
Yeah.
We've gotten to the point now, for sure. I can say
Yeah.
that without a doubt, that
Yep.
I can get any style, any type, and
Absolutely.
and I'm going to find something at one of our breweries that really just
Yep.
knocks it out of the park.
Yep.
So it makes it easy. Like, you could,
Oh yeah.
you probably have more options than you know what to do with.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
down to 16.
Oh, I know, but we do move through them pretty quick, and any new brewery watching this that wants to get their beer in here, we never say no. If you're local and you want to sell us beer, we never say no. Come on down, and my name's Josh. Sit down and talk. But yeah, that's just what we're all about here, is moving the local beer and helping each other out, and us being kind of like the one-stop shop for trying them all.
Right.
So you definitely won't be able to drink and drive to each one of those breweries. I don't recommend that at all.
No.
I won't try that.
We're working on it. I can't
Yeah.
reveal anything yet, but we're working on
Yeah,
it. There may be
well,
things
hey,
in the future with
that would be, sign me up.
Right. There may be something where we'll do the driving for you,
Yeah.
but stay tuned. So
Yeah.
nothing ready to announce
Okay,
quite
yeah.
yet.
All
But
right.
yeah,
I
we're
love
aware of the mileage.
Oh,
But
yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
Marino's would need to be your dinner stop on that. Right?
Absolutely, and our food's awesome. My partner, his name's Patrick Conway. He's been an executive chef for over 30 years. And we took a lot of time creating this menu and tweaking it and taking things off and adding things on. And we're finally to the point, like, we're really happy with it. We feel like we're at a good middle ground where it's not too overwhelming on our kitchen staff and whatnot. But for instance, if you're in the mood for pasta and your wife is in the mood for Mexican food, you could come here. We have chimichangas, we have empanadas, and then we have nice homemade gnocchis and spaghetti and some gourmet pastas as well. Our Mia Angelo is like a battered pork cutlet in a white wine garlic butter sauce.
Man.
I had it for dinner last night, and I forgot how good it was. Like, I eat here just about every day, but I bounce around the menu, and I came back to that item, and it was awesome. I don't know if you ever had that.
I haven't had that. That
Me
sounds
as
so
well.
good.
Yeah.
I've had your pasta before, like everything. Your chicken parm is really good too.
Oh yeah. We hand bread everything to order. Our chicken wings are great too.
Yes.
Our whole jumbo wings, they look like pterodactyl wings, are huge. And then all of our sauces are homemade. And everything pairs great with local beer. For sure.
Your sauerkraut cakes, those are.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen those on a menu before.
So, Pat came up with those. So we shred bratwurst, homemade sauerkraut, and roll it with some cream cheese in the little balls. And as they come to order, we bread them, deep fry them, and it comes with honey mustard. So
incredible.
Yeah, it's just like weird stuff, but it all goes great with beer. And we call ourselves an American Eatery because we have American classics and staples. We have a Philly cheesesteak. American burger, wings, our pizza's fantastic. So yeah, we're all over the place. Our salads are great.
You have good specials all the time too.
Yeah, chef specials. For instance, this evening, we're gonna run these probably till the end of next week. We have crab stuffed mushrooms. We have an egg roll filled with steak, rice, and hot peppers with remoulade dipping sauce. It's great. I'll get you some of those before you leave. Yeah. We have for dessert homemade beignets, which we use our pizza dough for, and a homemade caramel sauce. Fantastic.
Man, this
fantastic.
Is well. Anytime I have a lunch meeting, any business person out there, please, do what I do. It's when I have a meeting. It's like, okay, you want to meet at Marino? I'm in Ligonier, so I'm always meeting with people from Greensburg and from all over the place. I'm like, okay, and you're such an easy stop, kind of right off 30, without it being like too crazy or going through traffic.
2 minutes from the casino. If you guys have anybody a date night plan to go out there, we're 2 minutes right up the hill in West Point. So
it's super easy to find. Yeah. So I have lunch meetings here. This is my new lunch meeting. So you see me all the time just meeting with somebody.
He's not lying here. He comes in a good bit.
Yeah, and the food's phenomenal. What's the burger I always get? It is
probably the Normandy Burger.
Yeah, that Normandy Burger is amazing.
Normandy Burger is a grilled patty with gourmet mushrooms, and we homemade the cheese for it. We call it gourmet cheese. So it's kind of like a cream cheese base with like herbs and spices, and it melts like over the burger and acts as a sauce. It's good.
It's really good.
But yeah, that cheese, like, we can put it on anything and it'll be great. That's what really makes it.
Yeah, you could just sell that cheese. I'd be in.
Yeah. Pat's a mastermind back there. I'm not, I don't come up with any of that stuff. That's his. I'm the beer guy, financial person. But he's a genius back there. He's been doing this a long time.
Yeah, but it combines into a restaurant that I haven't seen before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, there's a lot of places here with good beer, good beer lists and everything and good food.
Yeah,
but it's just like the way that you guys are able to kind of marry the dishes together. I feel like with the local beer, it's just like no one else is doing that.
What he recently got into, I didn't know he was a baker at all, but he's been making his own cheesecakes, and every day the cheesecake changes flavors, and they are absolutely phenomenal. They are great, and we try to pair them. Like if we have like a raspberry sour on tap, our cheesecake of the day will be like raspberry. If we have an orange, a couple weeks ago we had Fury's orange dreamsicle sour, and we had an orange dreamsicle cheesecake. So it's really cool to pair them together. And coming in the near future, we're actually going to brew a beer with Union Brothers, and we're going to brew a double cheesecake sour, and we're literally going to just throw 10 of our cheesecakes in it, and let it roll. It's going to be fantastic.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. So,
man, you got to let me know the release date
they're great.
On that.
Me and Justin from Fury talked about doing something like that too.
Okay.
Maybe for Greensburg Craft Beer Week coming up. We'll see what life's like, come the time next year. But we're going to start collaborating with these local guys, and it's great for them too because it promotes their product here as well. If you come in here for dinner. And if you've never heard of their brewery, and you like their stuff, hopefully you go. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Go there, check them out. I tell people every brewery has its own story and its own vibe, and that's why I love going to them and just getting the behind the scenes kind of look. And,
and that's exactly what we're doing here today.
I
can just meet.
I love how you guys are doing this. It's great.
We want to meet the owner, put a face to what you're eating, what you're drinking, and see what they're all about. So that's exactly. A collab is really what we're trying to do here.
Yep, absolutely, man.
So, there are a couple more things before we wrap up here. I just want to go into the future. I know, if you're not a beer drinker, do you want to talk about the slushies that you guys have?
Yeah. So, to my left, you guys probably can't see it. I have a slushie machine, and we always have 3 different flavors. Kind of weird thing about it, it's actually technically beer.
Oh, right.
So we have a local brewery in Johnstown that makes the mix for us. It's basically like a malt beverage. They brew it at 10%, and they add some purees to get it in like the 8% range. So it sticks to our local craft beer concept. But if you are not into beer, we have a full wine list and liquor license with a nice cocktail menu. So, we're not just a beer bar, that's for sure.
Right.
But we are the best local, craft beer bar, and just sticking to our guts and saying no to the stuff out of town, especially right now when these guys need it, and That's what we're all about, man.
It's fantastic. I mean, down to the slushies. You guys hear it's local breweries and supporting local.
Yes, it's
unbelievable.
Yeah, Stonebridge Brewing out of Johnstown. So
great beer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everything we try to do local. We get stuff from Palmer's Farm right down the road. We get stuff from like in season, as much as we can. Yeah, man. Anything else here?
Yeah, I guess let's look forward into 2021 or post-pandemic. More importantly, anything else big, new? When you're able to open back up, you're going to have events, things like that going on here.
Well, I'm just really excited to get back to like normal and see what we can do. Because with the new unit, we've doubled in size our dining room, but we're still at 50%. So that's what we were before the pandemic. I'm excited to see what we could do at 100%. People still coming out and how much beer we're ripping through. But yeah, we're going to do collaborations with local breweries in the future. We'll be a big part of Greensburg Craft Beer Week. We'll be hopefully doing some more podcasts. This is the second one we've done.
Great.
So if you haven't been in here yet, stop in. It's a cool little family friendly spot, and definitely the one-stop shop for local craft beer. We have a ton of stuff to go to. So any beer on tap, you could get to go in these Crowler cans. And if you wash them, sanitize them, all refills when you bring it back for $2 off. We also have usually between 20 and 30 different beers and 4-packs to go. Once again, all from local breweries. And you can follow us on Untapped. That's the easiest way to follow up with like all the local beer trends. Every time something kicks and we put something new on, you'll get a notification. So some beers, you don't want to miss out on. So
you got to be quick because you guys they'll bring in stuff and then an hour later it'll be gone. So.
We brought in stuff from the Imprint, which is a brewery out east, a little south of Bethlehem, and we sold out in less than 10 minutes, 8 cases. It was nuts. It was nuts, but it's really cool. Like what we're getting to the point where people are looking for new beers to the area from Pennsylvania, and local beers as well. We put on. This last week, Brew Gentleman's new Final Colossus.
Oh, nice.
We put it on Untapped, and later that night it kicked. But it was people just coming in and filling their growlers up and going home. And if you're not comfortable to come and sit here yet, we have takeout specials every day of the week. Fill your growlers up to go. We do whatever we can to keep the wheels going here through this pandemic.
Exactly.
But no, we're looking forward to 2021 and just kind of growing into ourselves. Be our 3rd year in business, and hopefully we can see what we can really do.
What a 3 years!
We've just been constricted, and I can't wait for the growth.
Yes, exactly.
Getting anxious, that's for sure.
Right, when you're ready to just spread your wings, it's like amazing. You've already had so much growth and new things you're offering.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, awesome. Go to a great 2021, and thanks for the
cheers,
fantastic
man.
beer.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Again, we're at Marino's American Eatery. We're right here in Greensburg. Like you said, right next to the casino. Great dinner stop, great lunch stop. To go, takeout specials, fill your crowlers, slushies, a little bit of everything here at Marino's American Eatery. So stop out. Make sure you support the Laurel Highlands Pour Tour. You can get your booklet online at lhpourtour.com. We mail it right to you, so you don't even need to stop into the office to get started. That's about it for me. I'm Jared Bundy. I'm Director of Interactive Marketing here with the Laurel Highlands Visitors Bureau and Go Laurel Highlands. And once again, with Josh Jones. Thanks so much for listening, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.